So let me ask you, what's your ritual for like when you're putting together a presentation, when you're asked to speak somewhere, how do you start this off? Because I know for a lot of people, like that's the hard part, like the content. I just did a mastermind call for some of my coaching students yesterday, and I kind of got this question, hey, Ty, when I'm putting my presentation together, I have no idea where to start. I have no idea what to truly talk about, even for people, because we've got coaches and people that are authors that are watching this right now, and even people that are experts still have no idea where to start and how to put that together. What's your process like?
All right, my process is the rule of three. And here's how I'll do that. The reason is because 90 minutes after you get off stage, people aren't going to remember anything you told them. So you got to think about that. Yeah. 90 minutes after you're off stage, people won't remember anything you told them. So what I do is the rule of three. You can only teach them three things and maybe get some retention. Okay. So I start off with what are the three things I want to teach them, right? So I don't know, maybe I want to teach you how to optimize your listings, how to take a good picture, and how to place ads on your thing. Now that's three huge topics, right?
Yep.
Then the next three is what are the three things you need to know to optimize a listing? Top three things. Here's thing number one, thing number two, thing number three. And then
so you're
after
taking
that,
number one and breaking that down into three.
Yep, three. Okay. And those three subtitles or subtopics, and then three explanations. And I'm done. So after you're done, three, that'll get you a good 30, 40 minutes.
And you're elaborating off of each of those bullet points. That's beautiful right there. So that simplifies it right there. I think anyone can do that. So,
yeah,
an example would be like, let's say you just gave us three examples right there, right? You just gave us an example of how to set up your listing,
make a good listing. So that's my topic. How to make a good listing. What do you need for a good listing? You need a good title and description. You need a good picture, and you need a good way to drive traffic to it. So those are my three things. That'll make it a good listing, right? All right, let's break that down. Rule number one, great title. Rule number two, great photo. Rule number three, once you've got the title and the photo, you're going to need a way to push the message out. So those are my three rules. Let's break it down. Rule number one, and then I go through bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. All right? And so that's rule number one. So rule number two is bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, and then you get through them, and then you say, so I just taught you the three rules. What were they? And so it's the same old scenario of tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them.
John, repeat that one, because everyone hasn't heard that. Repeat that one more. I think that's, you just covered some brilliant stuff, but repeat what you just said, because everyone that's watching this if you're watching this, you need to write that down.
The first thing you want to do is tell them what you're going to tell them.
Yep.
Right? So you open a book, it's got the table of contents, right?
Okay.
That's telling me so tell them what you're going to tell them. Then you get into the meat of the book, you tell them, right?
Yeah.
And then what's at the end of the book? What you told them. It's the index page, all the things I just told you. So tell them what you're going to tell them, then review what you just told them. And that helps them retain it. And if you make it fun, it'll stick with them a little bit better.
So you see this, guys, you're getting some brilliant tips. Now, this is stuff that I think that John didn't get overnight. This is stuff that you kind of developed over the years, right? So the bullet point thing, that right there is so simple, but genius, right? As I'm thinking about, you're saying this and I'm thinking about it, because I got to put together a couple of presentations this week that I've been procrastinating on. I should have had them done yesterday, but today is. So now you've just given me the angle, right? So I can literally, what I do, John, is I like to keep these little short postcards around. These are regular postcards. So guys, you can literally use a postcard, and what John just talked about, you've got 1, 2, 3, and then break them down, right? Get another postcard and then put your second thing on there, or your first thing, 1, 2, 3, and then your second thing, 1, 2, 3. Yep. I think that's genius right there. And then
the other thing, and now here's another trick, all right? Yep. So after I break it down, the only thing you put on the slides are the bullet points, not the description.